Hello and welcome to the second episode of GRE RC playlist, an entire series of videos devoted to ensuring that you get a perfect score on the most dreaded RC passages section, where we look at the actual GRE style questions and solve them in the fastest and most accurate manner. In our first video, we have explained 4 different types of RC passages, namely factual, critical reasoning, inferential, and understanding the passage. We have also seen how to spot the factual questions and correctly answer them using the identify, eliminate, and attempt approach. Haven't seen it yet? Find the link in the description below. Today's video is going to be all about how to identify the second type questions, that is inferential or assumption-based questions. Typically, RC passages are a compilation of different facts, ideas, and statements put together coherently. For the factual questions, we use these facts to answer. But in the case of inferential questions, we need to derive an inference with tone from the passage and then answer the question, with choices being very similar to one another. Not deriving to the right inference or tone might push you to fall into the trap answers. We'll answer this with an example. Take a look at the passage and feel free to pause the video to give it a good read. GRE RC passages are usually drawn to the topics like these, combining history, science and study of the human behavior, and social constructs over the ages. As someone who has just read the passage, what are your key takeaways? Number 1. Earlier, it was common for scientists like Galileo and Newton to be involved in physical work when constructing their dream projects. Number 2. Later on, manual work was stigmatized. Menial workers and their families were pushed into factories early on, and education denied to them under the pretext of division of labor. Number 3. The men of science distanced themselves from physical work, only concerning themselves with ideas, leaving their conceptualization and implementation to the engineers and workers. Number 4. Denying manual workers the education needed to improvise on or even understand the working of machines they work on, leads to a social construct that promotes inequality. With that in mind, let's take a look at the question that follows. The flawed pattern of reasoning exhibited by scientists is most similar to that exhibited by which of the following statements? And these are your choices. Like we mentioned in our previous video too, the 3 steps to arrive at the correct answer in any RC questions are identify, eliminate, and attempt. Identify the type of questions being asked. Eliminate the answers one by one based on the set of pointers you will be learning in these lessons. And go ahead and attempt the right answer with confidence. So, how do you classify this question type being an inferential type question? Simple. Take a closer look at how the question is worded. The flawed pattern of reasoning exhibited by the scientists is most similar to that exhibited by which of the following statements? This is the hallmark of an inferential type question. Watch out for phrases like most similar to, is most likely to, analogous to, or can be considered to be, as these are telltale signs of typical inferential type question. Now that we have identified the type of question, our next task is to eliminate. First, strike off the options that are obviously incorrect, so that you'll have a fewer number of choices to contend with. Starting with option number 5, that says every man should grow the very foods that he consumes. This has nothing to do with flawed reasoning in the passage that has led to workers being denied the right to education under the pretext of a division of labor, and and hence is obviously not the right answer. Strike it off. Option number 4. The task of driving lies with the driver and that of traveling without interfering with the passengers. Driving is an activity that requires full concentration on the part of the driver, and passengers interfering with his job might have devastating and fatal consequences. This option is completely correct from logical standpoint and therefore doesn't demonstrate the flawed reasoning of scientists as stated in the passage. The second option talks about organizational structure in case of honeybees and tasks done by different types of bees. The worker bees collect honey from field bees returning to the hive. The house bees deposit this nectar in cells marked for this purpose, and queen bee lays eggs and keeps the colony together. This looks like exactly what's being talked about in the passage, doesn't it? The queen bee is analogous to the modern men of science in the passage, with the roles of the house and worker bees similar to that of the engineers and factory workers respectively. So, is this the right option? Certainly not. The work done by different types of bees is something that's determined by nature and not social constructs imposed by a certain set. Moreover, a glance at 8th grade general knowledge will tell us that queen bees, worker bees, and house bees all share morphological differences, making them the right fit for the kind of work they each do. So, is this an accurate comparison with the man-made constructs that prevent workers in the factory from receiving an education despite being born equal to everyone else? No, right? Hence, this too can be relegated into the incorrect options. Options like this are specifically designed to trick you that you're on the right track. But on the other hand, by looking at it closely and analyzing very closely on what exactly you've been asked, you can clearly say that they are the incorrect options. Thus, we are left with two rather similar question types, option number 1 and option number 3. Both of this follow a similar train of thought, that one set of people tend to do a different task compared to other set of people. How do you identify the correct answer among these two similar options? Look for tonality. That is, whether the author seems to approve, disapprove, or have a neutral opinion in the passage. When the first option says that it is for the preachers to preach and audience to listen, from a logical standpoint, it makes complete sense. Now, look closely at the tone used in the passage to describe what the author disagrees so strongly with, and you'll see that it resonates almost completely with that of the third option. He must work with machines invented for him, not by him. No matter if he does not understand them or cannot improve them, the scientific man and the scientific engineer will take care of the progress of science and industry. Words and phrases like common man and follow without questioning give the game away. And that's why you can conclude that without a doubt that third option is your answer. Go ahead and attempt it with confidence. A great vocabulary and a logical, analytical, and contextual understanding of the passage are the only weapons you need to tackle your RC demon, while the latter comes with practice, which is just what you'll get from the exclusive GREH ebook on sample RC passages. Please find the link in the description below. And that's a wrap. We have come to the end of today's session on identifying inferential type questions on GRE RC passages, where we have learned how to eliminate incorrect options and, of course, attempt the right answers. Our next video is going to be all about critical reasoning questions. Stay hooked to the GREH RC playlist and get to the bottom of the tough RC questions and answer them correctly every single time. Have Any questions regarding your GRE preparations? Want a video dedicated to the questions you're not so sure about? Let us know in the comments below so that we can give you what you're looking for. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and do also share with your friends who are preparing for GRE. Until next time, this is Shreyas from GRE Edge signing off. Happy learning.